Hello, I'm Dr. Chang Shin. I'm a neurologist. Today I want to talk about 5 principles of health. Health is composed of 4 components: body, mind, emotion, and spirit. To handle health well, we have to handle all of these aspects well. I come up with 5 principles, and first principle is we are the creator of our own reality. As you see here, our thought becomes action, which becomes behavior and habits. Then it turns to the character and destiny. Then again, destiny makes a thought. So it can make either vicious cycle or it can make a virtuous cycle. So when we make a vicious cycle, we have to change it to the virtuous cycle by way of quantum leap. It can be prayer, meditation, or other method. In modern neuroscience, it shows that imagination and action is not much of difference in the brain activity and the making of brain cells connection and branching, either way of imagination and action. There's a recent study of the piano lessons. 5 days of playing piano with action, and the other group with only imagination, and third group was control. And there's not much a big difference between imagination group and really playing with action. Inside the brain, not much of a difference is noted. So what we can tell is literally we are the creator of our own reality, in a sense, in the brain cells. Then we can responsible, if you realize this principle, we can be responsible what we think, what we act, what we says, what we express, and what we eat. Then if we are responsible, then we can command our life and we can control our life with this responsibility. This principle is important for all the 4 aspects of the body, mind, emotion, and spirit. That's why I come up as a first principle. The second principle is, let's not take anything personally. When somebody is upset, sometimes you may think that, oh, what did I did wrong? But indeed, that person is expressing their own reality or their own thought. So there's no reason actually that you are affected by that. If you accept that as your own stress, then it is a matter of stress management at that time. It is, for example, that if somebody is giving you the pen, then if you take it, you have to handle it. But if you don't take it, you don't have to handle that at all. Stress is same as the pen. Thought is same as material. So you got to know that it is a choice whether you can take the stress or you just know that there is a stress, but you don't have to take it. But once you take it, then you got to know how to handle it. A lot of times in our life, there are a lot of difficult situations, and it is very difficult not to take it personally. Of course that happens, and it is very natural, and it is very spontaneous a lot of times. But once you choose that as your personal matter, then you got to know how to handle it, either with proactive meditation or prayer or some other ways, or encompassing as empathy. So that is the second principle, which is very important for emotional well-being. And the third principle that I come up with is let's not make any assumptions. This is all teaching for many traditions. Actually, there is nothing that is not changing. In modern neuroscience, that even self cannot be assumed. There's a study that somebody had a corpus callosectomy. That means the connection of the right side of the brain and left side of the brain is disconnected because to prevent the further seizure control. In that kind of person, when you show the chicken to the right side of the visual field that go to the left hemisphere, show 4 different cards such as apple, bench, balloon, and claw, and that person choose the claw as a connected card. And also that person to show to the left visual field, which go to the right side of the brain, show different 4 cards such as wine, pear, and the shovel. And that time, that person pick up the shovel. So on the right hand side, claw, left hand side, the shovel. Then immediately after that, he pick up the shovel. He was asked, why do you have these 2 cards in your hands? That person come up with like this way. Oh, because I want to clean these clothes with a shovel. He's not telling a lie. That was the only explanation he can come up with at the time. So that is kind of storytelling, but that storytelling goes on and on and on when we run our life. Then, as time goes by, it is called self is made. But that self-perception is also changing as time goes by, and also depends upon the situation and environment. So there is nothing we can really assume there is a fixed one. When we think that there's nothing that does not change, then we are liberating ourselves from the fixed idea, and we can be more flexible, and fluidity is coming upon us. Then we can handle, much better the situations. For example, when we communicate with others, if you don't assume, then we can not make any mistakes. Then also communicate very clearly. Then other people does not make a misunderstanding of us. Then a lot of turmoil may be diminished. That's why this principle of let's not make any assumptions is important for the mental well-being. The next principle I come up with is the live in the moment. Actually, the present reflects all the past. All the past is actually reflected in this moment. For example, that if you see at night time, the light of the star you are seeing, that star is already extinguished millions of years ago, but you still see the light. The same way, all the past is already melted down at this present moment. So we don't have to spend energy for the past. And also, this moment is continue to the future. So when I say something, we are already, the present moment is moving to the future. That's why we don't have to worry about past, or we don't have to regret about the past, or we don't have to worry about the future. Let's make it as an energy consumption wise. If we spend 1/3 of the energy for the past and 1/3 of energy for the future, then how much we have energy to spend at this moment? That's why if you don't spend fully at this moment, then your saving account that you are born with and all the organs of your body has full of saving account. At least the 300%. But when you use up this saving account gradually, then your health can be very much affected in many, many ways. That's why living in this moment is the very important point, important aspect for all the great teachings of our human being. That's why this principle, living in the moment, is very important for our spiritual well-being. And the last one what we have is, it is all connected. All of these, the principles we talk about, is all connected. Not only that, we are connected in time-wise, space-wise, we are all connected in every dimensions. When our physical body or mentally we are sick or ill, then it is affecting for everybody. For example, that one terrorist make all human being, affecting all human being. Same way one person's contagious disease can affect everybody. In a personal level, that when our body is sick, our mind, emotion, and spirit can be also affected, and also vice versa. So when we realize that all of these are all connected, then we can understand much better than before about others. When we understand better and we know that it is all connected, then we can take more responsibility than before, because we are all connected. How can we neglect all of these connected part of yourself? In neuron, there is so-called the mirror and empathy neuron. Neuron is a nerve cell. If person B and C has a person B is touching a person C at the forearm, then person A, I can feel the real sensation of that touching. If my forearm is anesthetized and the barrier of the skin it disappeared, then I can really feel the sensation when somebody else is touching other. So our brain is literally proving that we are all connected. So in this modern civilization, our brain is more focusing on the left brain and a more rationalized way, more utilitarian purpose. But we need to make a little balance of that. When we know that we have a right brain and left brain and also connected part of the brain, then we can be much more balanced way, by way of we know that everything is so connected. All these 5 principles are so connected, and the first one, we are the creator of our own reality. In that way we can commence our saying, expressing, or doing. We are in control, and then we can take the responsibility. And number 2, let's not take anything personally. That helps our emotional well-being. Number 3, let's not make any assumptions. These are helping our mental well-being. And number 4, live in this moment. This is the spiritual well-being, and all of these are so connected, and I hope you utilize these 5 principles in your health and life, and we can make a better health and life together by way of we are so connected. Thank you very much.